Hey, Andrea. Hello. How is everyone? How are you guys? I hope y'all can see. I'm trying to prop y'all up where y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, she said that I win a prize for being first. We'll have to do something like that another day. That's funny. I'm trying to do multiple things at once, y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? Hey, Brother Thomas. I wasn't going to be, oh gosh, y'all are talking to my neck. How can I do this, y'all? Hold on. I should have set this up before I went live. I'm trying to be creative. Bear with me. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Trying to figure out how to prop y'all so y'all can see what I'm doing. If this is loud, I apologize. Oh gosh. I should have did this before. Uh, this would be cool if it would stay. Hold on. Will it stay, y'all? Uh-oh. It might. I think I got it. I think this might work. Is this an okay angle? Hey, Carmel. I feel like I'm like all up in y'all face. I hope y'all can y'all see me okay, y'all? I really want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. We're gonna make this work, y'all. Hopefully we can make it work. So I wasn't going to be able to come on later tonight, so I figured why not just go live now while I'm trying to I'm making another peach cobbler pie, y'all. Hey, Aster. Well, we're doing our celebration for Hanukkah. We're waiting on our son gets off at 4, so we're going to do our celebration when he gets off. So usually we just order pizza, watch movies, open our gifts, just kind of hang out. Um, and I had made a peach cobbler for Thanksgiving, so they wanted me to do another peach cobbler, so that's what I'm about to do. Hey, Demetrius. Yay, Miss Demetrius. Oh my gosh, y'all. I don't want to give it away. Did you make sure? Let me know for sure you did see it. I know, Tracy. I love peach cobbler. Let me wash my hands real quick. So I'm not messing up anything. I'm gonna use my device, so because I'm scared that might fall off. Yay! So you guys, on my second channel, I did a giveaway, and Miss Demetrius won that giveaway, y'all. I was so shocked because there were a few people who entered into that giveaway as well, and I put everybody's name in a little jar and I shook it up really good, and she won, y'all. I thought that was so cool. But you guys, before I did the drawing, I prayed and I was just like, Lord, please let whoever win this be. I was like, just choose the one who needs to win this money. I said a prayer before. But yeah, you guys, so I thought that was cool. So congratulations, Miss Demetrius. So you guys, I'm making a peach cobbler, like I said. Um, I found this recipe online. It's a very simple recipe. How many of you guys clean the top of your, I always have to wipe them off before I open them. So I get 4 cans of this. Yeah, I have to clean my cans, y'all. Makes me feel weird if I don't. Yeah, Demetrius, make sure you email me so I can know how to send you that money, okay? So I'm just going to pour all 4 cans in here. And I love peach cobbler. I always felt intimidated in making peach cobbler, but to those of you who know how to make it homemade, kudos to y'all, but I do the version that I know how to do. That's my oven preheating. So what are you guys' plans for today? Do y'all have any plans? Oh, I never seen the one with canned biscuits. I'm trying to see. Okay, I'm making sure I didn't miss y'all's chats. But I use good old Pillsbury. Works just as great. I'm gonna have to find a recipe though so I can see how they incorporate using biscuits. I don't think I've ever seen one. I had to write my recipe down because usually I'm on my phone, scrolling, trying to get the recipe. Resting, I've had my grandchildren for 2 weeks. My daughter had tested. Oh no. I'm so sorry your daughter tested positive for that. The children were okay, right? So this calls for a cup of white sugar and a cup of brown sugar. Yes, you guys, somebody sent me a article today. Actually, no, it wasn't an article, it was a video of a nurse. Maybe y'all seen it. It was a video of a live press conference. Um, and there was a nurse who was basically who was at the podium. She was basically talking about how her staff were planning on getting the COVID shot, and she had just got it. And she was saying that, she was, basically showing her support for this COVID shot. And all of a sudden, she started getting very woozy and faint. And she literally fainted live. And this has been circulating. So it's crazy. Like, there have been so many people who have been getting these shots and they're experiencing some major side effects. So for this to be captured live during a press conference, and this was a nurse that was representing the medical field, because y'all know they were the ones that were the first to be mandated to get it. And here it is, she's she's fainting live from taking this shot. It's crazy. I've been sharing that video. Yeah, good. I was going to share it on my BitChute account, but I haven't done so. But it's just crazy, how they still roll this out. And there's been so many reports of people, having bad reactions to it. And I'm using this light brown sugar. I'm going to do a cup of this. And I'm only telling y'all the ingredients just in case if y'all want to make it yourself. But I'm curious to hear what the news media is going to push after this starts circulating, because I'm sure that video has been circulating all through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Like, I'm pretty sure many people have caught wind to this video. Uh-oh, I'm making a mess, y'all. So did any of y'all have any plans for this weekend? I know Demetra says she's going to get her some rest. What about the rest of y'all? I'm supposed to get a COVID test before my surgery Monday. So if I have COVID, they aren't going to give me that surgery. I've heard of non-symptomatic people testing positive. I haven't had any symptoms. Well, I'll be praying for you, Andrea. What time do you have to go in? Y'all are kind of quiet today. What's going on with y'all today? Nobody has any plans? 6:15, then wait an hour and 45 minutes for results. Surgery at 12:30. Okay, well, please keep me posted, Andrea, and I will be praying. Hey, Tisha. Trying to plan to go to a drive-through light show, but not sure if this weekend will work. May do some light shopping. Okay. We used to take the boys. There's one in Nashville. We used to take them every year. We haven't been in a while, and they're too old now. They probably wouldn't appreciate it anymore. But it was a really nice drive-through show they had. So that's pretty cool. I learned the key with this cobbler is the longer you let it cook, the better the flavors come out. Because this will be my third time making this cobbler. The first time it was good, but the second time, once I perfected it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. So a teaspoon. So I'm doing a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg. To those of you who care. Ooh, I just love the way cinnamon smells when it's cooking. Oh my goodness. Like, this all you need. If you're trying to make your kitchen smell good, just cook you some cinnamon. Something with cinnamon in it. It'll make your whole kitchen fragrant. Uh-oh. My daughter-in-law and son both had it recently. Hers was like a flu and hers a cold. Wow. Yeah, actually, we just found out that my husband's brother has it. His symptoms were he lost his taste, his taste ability, and his smell. Um, his son caught it, and he had no symptoms. And his wife caught it from, of course, him, and she has the same symptoms as my brother-in-law. So it's interesting how it works with different people. Like, some people have different symptoms, some people have no symptoms. So it's very interesting. Hey, CJ. Yes, my daughter had flu-like symptoms and no taste or smell. See, that's like awful. That's like, to me, the worst symptom you can have. If you can't taste or smell, that's just weird for that to even be a symptom. Very weird. Y'all see how simple that was? That's all that's all you put in there. That's why I love this recipe. It's so simple. My sister tested positive, but so far only had a fever and chill. She's doing good now, I think. I haven't talked to her. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Tisha. What are you making? I'm making peach cobbler. Yeah, we're going to be ordering pizza here soon. And this is just going to be for dessert. We're going to have peach cobbler and ice cream. I'm telling y'all, ever since I made this peach cobbler, that's something they always request. Can you make some peach cobbler? And I don't mind because it's, like I said, it doesn't take long at all. Y'all, if y'all could smell this, it would make you hungry. It smells so good. Simple and delicious. Yes, ma'am. That's how I like it. I'm going to use some of this vegan butter. Y'all, I'm not really vegan, but I like this butter. And when I was trying to go vegan, because we went a while, I think we went about 6, 7 months without eating meat. And you can definitely get creative when you're trying to substitute meat. But this butter, I'm telling y'all, I love this butter. I will always, I just hate that it's expensive. Like this butter at my Kroger is like $4.19, but it's really good. Like it has a really good taste. So I do use that. And the juice of these peaches, I don't use all of it because it will be too much. But I wish I could figure out a way to incorporate that juice in something because it has so much flavor. Peach cobbler and banana pudding are my favorite. Ooh, I haven't had banana. I haven't even made a banana pudding in years. I used to make banana pudding. I think me and my husband was actually talking about banana pudding not too long ago. Hey Connie. CJ say, oh no. CJ, don't be fearing. You can't be afraid. Because if you're afraid of what is going on right now in the news, that's kind of showing that you don't have faith in God. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand it's a lot of fearful things going on right now, but you still have to keep your trust in God and know that regardless of what happens and what we see happen, that God is still in control. You don't want to let fear grip you in that way to where, you're afraid to just continue to live life. You don't want to do that. That's not what God will want. You're welcome, CJ. I like cheesecake. Yeah, we love cheesecake too. I actually made a pumpkin cheesecake. I was gonna make that too, but I'm like, y'all, I can't be eating desserts like this. Like they can get away with eating desserts like that. Me, no. I will blow up on the scale trying to eat all this dessert. So I told them I'll make it another day. But yeah, I'll make the pumpkin cheesecake. That's really good too. Did you make pumpkin cheesecake for Thanksgiving, Demetrius? Is that what you're saying? I almost flipped out when my daughter told me she had it, but I prayed and believed that our Father was in control. Amen. That's all we can do. That's right, Connie. We have to walk by faith, not by sight, more than ever. I completely agree with that. No, you're welcome, CJ. That's what we're here for, is to encourage each other. No, we eat meat. We used to not eat meat, but that, like I said, that lasted for a good 6, 7 months. But the meat that we more so eat is more so chicken, turkey every now and then. But I don't incorporate red meat. So if I'm cooking any recipes that, call for ground beef, I always substitute it with chicken ground meat instead. Um, but yeah, I don't eat red meat, but I do eat, like I said, chicken, turkey here and there, um, and seafood here and there. Yeah, I love pumpkin cheesecake. Hey, Vanessa, you will fit right on in because they always have me make it every year. And now they're like, Mom, you don't have to wait to make it until Thanksgiving. You can make it any other day. So I'm like, okay. So my peaches are pretty much good. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the crust part. See, as you can see, I have me an extra pie crust so I can do my pumpkin cheesecake later. I might do that next week. The butter that I'm using, I'm gonna melt it, and you're gonna put that on the crust. I like fish a lot. I like fish too. I'm trying to. I love salmon. That's my favorite fish. I love salmon. Uh, I used to love tilapia until I found out that that's not real fish. Did y'all know that? I'm like, see, they always doing stuff, trying to mess up our food. See, got my melted butter. No chitterlings, pork chops, pig feet, etc. Downtown. Girl, no. Now I used to do some pork chops years ago, but I don't know. I really don't eat pork anymore. And it's been like that for a while. I haven't had pork in, well, I will say, no, I take that back. Let me not be dishonest with y'all. I just remember I did used to incorporate pork like when it came to like ground sausage because I used to make a tortellini soup and I used to use the sweet Italian ground sausage to make that recipe. OMG. When I tell y'all that soup was so flavorful because the seasons that's in that sweet sausage, Italian sausage, man, you could just drink the juice and just be satisfied. Like, I'm just being honest. It was so flavorful. But yeah, I would use that, or I would use what else? Oh, when we would do like pepperoni pizza. But other than that, I didn't like buy pork chops. Like I said, that's been probably over 10 years ago since I made some pork chops. But I don't know, I just got to a point where I mean, it wasn't like a specific reason. I just stop using pork in my cooking. So I don't know if y'all know, but each box, it contains 2 rolls. So you're actually going to use 2 rolls for the bottom layer and 2 rolls for the top. So I wish y'all could see down here, but I'm so scared if I touch it, it's going to fall, and I won't be able to put it back. But I'll show y'all when I'm done. Use some cooking spray. And y'all, this takes about, I mean, if I wasn't running my mouth, this would already be in the oven. But it takes about an hour to, I say an hour and 15 minutes to cook, and you good to go. Yeah, they love the pumpkin cheesecake. And oh my gosh, my husband used to love him some chitlins. Ugh. I used to hate when he would pick up chitlins from his family's house, because they always prepared it every year. And he would bring them things home and cook it in the microwave. Just the whole kitchen be stank. I'm like, ugh, I don't see how you eat them things. But even he don't even eat them. He hasn't had them in years. So praise God for that. Yeah, I was heartbroken when I heard about the tilapia. I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? So you see, I'm putting it on one layer, and I'll show you what it looks like after I finish. But yeah, I used to love me some tilapia. Oh my gosh. Fry you up some tilapia, and I would make like fish sandwiches that had like the what was that cheese? I would get the pepper jack cheese, and you know, put you some sliced onions, some pickles if your heart desire, and some mustard. Oh my goodness, you're talking about some flavor. That was a good fish sandwich. So now it's like I'm on the hunt of a substitute. Did you show yourself? Did my son just show himself on camera? But yeah, I used to love tilapia. Even when I would go to restaurants, I would order tilapia. I love halibut, but have only had it a few times. I finally had some again last night. I think I've had halibut maybe once or twice. I mean, it's not bad. That's a fairly thick fish, right? Does that, I wonder if it fries good, because I definitely miss my fried fish sandwiches. I don't really fry food. We eat a lot of baked stuff here. I don't really fry. The only thing I would fry was fish. And I miss, you know, having that element, you know. But I'm wondering if halibut fries good. So see how I just spreaded it? And because that's why you need 2. So I'm going to do the other side now. I like cod. I never tried. I don't even know if I've heard of, is it walleye, and perch. I believe I've tried perch, and I know I've had cod for sure. Because actually, I was curious, because every now and then we'll get some Captain D's, especially when I'm craving some kind of seafood. And I was researching like what kind of fish do Captain D's use, and they do use codfish. So that was good to know, because you know how some restaurants, they use like minced meat. It's not really meat. So I thought that was pretty cool that they actually use real fish, which is good to know. I love seafood, Connie. Oh my gosh. I really do. My favorite seafood is uh I got hip to the king crab, but king crab can get expensive. I can settle for some snow crab, but if I had the choice, I would love me some king crabs. I love shrimp and what else? Lobster, but I'm picky with lobster. Like if it's lobster that's already been broken down, I'll eat that, but I don't want no whole lobster. I don't love it that much. No, but yeah, those are my favorite seafood. I just recently got into um, mussels. I will eat it. It's not something I have to have. But if we talking about a seafood plate, I want my corn on the cob. Give me some shrimp, some crab meat, I'm sorry, some lobster meat, some king crabs, snow crabs, um, and I'll even do some boiled eggs on the side. I'm not mad at that either. All right, I think I got it. So this is what it looks like now. See how I just worked it all in the bottom? And now I'm going to take my filling and I'm just going to pour it in. But before I do that, this second box is me cutting strips to make it look fancy. So it make it look like it's really homemade. And again, you get 2 rolls. 2 comes in a box. Um, in the Bible, it says not to eat meat, shellfish. Yeah, the Bible does say that, but it also tells. I quoted this scripture a while back, and I'm bad at remembering scripture. I'm not gonna lie, or where is that in the Bible? I can kind of tell you a roundabout, but I believe the scripture where it talks about when Peter received the scroll that came from heaven, or came down from heaven, and it was showing all the unclean animals. There was a whole dialogue in that section where basically it was kind of doing away in a sense with the law of what was considered unclean uh, meat to eat. And can somebody drop that scripture for CJ, because I don't want to say anything wrong, but hopefully y'all know what I'm talking about. But long story short, it was basically saying that we wasn't under that law in a sense, because that didn't hold a certain um, what am I trying to say? It wasn't We wasn't bound under that same law that they were then when that was put into place in Leviticus. I'm gonna definitely find that scripture though. Hopefully somebody know. Yeah, halibut is really thick and steaky. Yeah, sea bass is quite nice. I don't think I've ever tried it. I know what you're talking about, but I've never tried it. Anything prayed over is sanctified in the name of Yeshua. Cod is also good. Yeah, I do like cod. Perch is delicious. I used to buy perch, but like I said, this has been a very long time ago. So I know y'all can't see me, but I'm just um, I'll show y'all what it looks like. You're just basically cutting strips. I'm trying to decide which way. Okay. So I'm just cutting strips to put across. And you just do that for both boxes. Cod is expensive. Yeah, I agree. Captain D's is gross. Girl, you don't like Captain D's. You don't like turkey. What do you eat, Andrea? And look, you talking about some fried oysters is bomb. No, ma'am. I can't get down with the oysters. I'm sorry, I can't do it. No, no, no. Who else like oysters on here? My husband eats oysters. He'll eat them. It's not something he just has to have, but he definitely will eat it. I tried them. I just can't do it. It definitely seems like it's an acquired taste to me. Uh, Crabs, my fave. Scallops, yeah, scallops are good too. Sushi, I'm very picky when it comes to sushi. It just depends on what's in it, cause I don't know. I'm kind of in between when it comes to trying new foods. Like sometimes I can be pretty good at just giving it a shot. Sometimes it's very hard for me because if it looks a certain way, I can't try it. I just can't. Like cottage cheese, oh my gosh, I can't. I can't get up the nerve to try cottage cheese. It just don't look right to me. And I know people swear by cottage cheese. Like that was something that we grew up around. They swear by put it in some peaches. I just can't do it. Another one I can't try is blue cheese. What is it? Blue cheese dressing. Oh no. And I know people love that, and I can't do it. It just looks, I don't know. It doesn't look appealing to me. Food has to look appealing to me for me to feel safe trying it. So, oh shoot, y'all. I'm sitting here messing up my strip. All right, so I cut all my strips. See? Um, Fried calamari. Yeah, I've had some good ones and I've had some not so good ones. What, Tracy? You said seafood is gross? Oh my gosh. I can't believe you said that. Seafood is delicious. Well, some seafood. I'm gonna grab me another spoon. Now, to all my cooks on here, how many of y'all like to clean as you go, or do you like to just put all the stuff you use to cook in the sink and clean after? Let me see who's like me. Because I grew up with my grandmother, and I loved when she cooked, but I hated cleaning up the kitchen after because she never cleaned up the kitchen. She was like, look, I cook for y'all. The least y'all can do is clean up this kitchen afterwards. And it be sink full of dishes, pots. I'm like, oh my gosh. I hated it. So I always told myself, I'm going to clean as I go. Because to me, it just makes it more easier. So all I'm doing, I'm just scooping. Let me see if I can show y'all. I'm just scooping that in here. And like I said, I try not to put too much of the juice because it's going to take away from when you put the crust strips on top. But you definitely want to incorporate juice, just not a lot. And I be hating to throw this juice away because it's so good, but I don't know how to incorporate it in something else. Because y'all, I don't like to waste food. I really don't. I appreciate y'all keeping me company in here. Sometimes, like, I don't mind cooking. I have to be in the mood, though. And if I'm not in the mood, I gotta have some motivation. Like, sometimes I'll just ask my husband if he's home, which he's here, he's in the bedroom. But if he's here, because he'll always ask me, you want me to help you? I'm like, nah, just come sit in here and talk to me. As long as I got, you know, some company to help me motivate myself, I'm good. And y'all are doing that. So I'm pouring some of this juice in here. Yes. So this is what it's looking like so far. Now I'm just gonna put the strips on top. Let's see. And y'all, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. If you like me, I am such a perfectionist. Like, things have to look a certain way for me. So do you guys, I didn't even see, Tracy said I love turkey. Oh, hey Laura. I just wanted to say hi. I love your down to earth and personable personality. I've been watching your videos since I first became a Christian 3 years ago. Oh, that makes me so happy, Laura. Thank you for sharing that. Did I say, is it Laura or Lori? Laura. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate you for sharing that with me. I've really been enjoying reading y'all's comments, especially when I hear how long you guys have been subscribed, because, you know, of course I wish it was, you know, a different type of engagement on YouTube where you can really get to know your subscribers. I wish there was a way, you know, we could just all just kind of be in the same room with each other and just really talk to each other. I would really love that. Maybe one day that would be a reality where we could do something like that. But I've definitely been enjoying getting to know y'all more. Cause I mean, when I'm on YouTube, y'all just see me, y'all hear me. I don't really get to engage with y'all. So I would love to be able to, you know, have an opportunity to really talk to y'all and get to know y'all too. So now I'm doing the second layer, and you guys, some of these are not going to be as, it's not going to fit all the way. So like I have pieces that I broke off, so you can just, you know, put it where it needs to be. Because it's all going to work. But yeah, it just means a lot when I read those type of comments because you get to really hear, who people are. Some of you guys have shared, some of your struggles, you know, and I really love the fact that you guys have been sharing your favorite Bible verses as well, because it gives you more of an insight to, where people are on their walks with the Lord, because we're all on a journey, you know, we're all on the journey. It just makes it that much more special when you can share that journey with other people, especially, being able to talk to like-minded people, because you don't always have people in your life that understand what you're going through, what you're dealing with, because I know that's how it was for me. I mean, it was years of me, going through things, and I had no outlet. I really didn't know who to talk to, who to trust. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can relate to that as well. But I've learned along the way that sometimes God strategically allows you to be alone sometimes because He doesn't want your walk to be compromised in any way. So it's nothing like being taught, personally by God Himself. And I feel in a lot of ways that's been my story. I've learned a lot just by God teaching me Himself, So it's not the most fancy, but that's what it looks like, y'all. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take my butter that I melted, and I'm just gonna brush it on the crust, and then we're gonna pop this bad boy in the oven, and I can sit and talk to y'all really. So I'm just gonna brush it on the crust parts. And it's okay if it gets into the juices. That's just more flavor. Do y'all like these type of lives? Let me know, because I can definitely do more of these, because y'all are motivating me to do this stuff or to cook, where it's not just me in here by myself. Y'all, I've been working on my website, so I'm still working on it. It's a lot to it, but I don't want to rush it, so I'm taking my time. I don't know what God is doing. I just feel like God is moving me in a different direction, and I'm just trying to, as they say, catch the wave while it's here. And I just been feeling it, inspired to do different things. And, I always pray on different things that, I feel I'm supposed to do. And even though I may not fully understand everything that I'm supposed to be doing, or if I'm doing everything the way God wants me to, it's like I'm just trusting Him through it. So I still have about that much I didn't use, which is okay. So that's what it looks like. So the crust is all buttery, and now I'm about to pop it in the oven. It's on 350 degrees, and I'm gonna set my timer for 60 minutes, which is an hour. And then once that goes off, I'll set it for an additional 15 minutes. And it's ready to go. And that's it, y'all. Just like that. Nothing more, nothing less. Normally I would be washing dishes, but I'm gonna wait since I got y'all on here. I really hate to throw this crust away. It's like I got this crust and I got that juice, and it's like I feel like I could do something. I could be creative and make something with this, but I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna sadly throw this away. I'm gonna think of something, y'all. I'm gonna be creative one of these days, and we are not gonna make this go to waste. We're gonna create something tasty with these scraps. All right. Okay, I'm gonna scroll back up because I don't want to miss what y'all been saying. All right, let me take y'all off here. I really had y'all rigged up here. Don't ask me how. It was a miracle. We're gonna move upstairs, y'all, so we can really talk, have a chit chat. Babe, do you have can you kind of keep a ear out for me? I'm gonna be listening, but I need extra set of ears on this timer. Okay. Thank you. Lights on. Oh, all right, y'all. Set y'all up here. Uh-oh. Sorry. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I haven't even ate. I don't know what it is, but my appetite has not been the same here lately. Like I'm not really eating a lot. All right, let me scroll back up, y'all. See what y'all been saying. Um, Thank you, Connie, for sharing that scripture. Connie said, cottage cheese, not my thing. I feel you there. I just can't do it. I can't. Um, that slimy okra, I can only eat it fried. I can't even eat it fried. I tried because I feel you with the sliminess. Like, no, I can't do it. And I know okra is good for you, but the texture still tastes the same, even though the outside is fried, which is an illusion. It's like once you bite into it, it's like you still taste the slime. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do it. I like English Stilton. It's sticky though, but tasty. I don't know what that is, Connie. Yeah, Andrew, I'm with you. Clean as I go. Connie, clean as I go. CJ, clean as I go. Yes. My mama used to do the same thing, and then we would have to clean up the kitchen. I dressed Thanksgiving and Christmas. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I feel you. I just feel like it's so much easier. Connie said clean before and after too. That part. Yeah, definitely. I agree, CJ. You do have to take your time when you cook. You because I notice if I'm in a rush and I'm just trying to hurry up and cook, it don't never come out the way I want it to. And I mean, it's tolerable. It's not disgusting, but it's never on point. If you're trying to cook and you're tired or you're rushing or you really don't want to cook. um, Thank you, Andrea. I'm telling you, this is so easy. It's If I wasn't talking, I would say it would take the longest time it takes as far as the preparation is the peaches. You just want to make sure it's cooking long enough to get all those flavors incorporated. And I'll say about 10 minutes. Um, and then after that, everything is a breeze. So I'll say a total of maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes to prep. And yeah, it does take an hour, 15 minutes to cook, but it's so worth it. I'm telling you, when I cook this, they're going to be fighting over who gets the last. Like, I'm serious. That's how good it is. But it's bomb. Like, we eat it with vanilla bean ice cream. It's just something about that pairing of the vanilla bean with the peach cobbler. It's just a perfect match. Oh my goodness. Look, I'm already tasting it. um my grandma used to ask us to chop all ingredients and clean, etc. It was like being in the army. Well, we wasn't made to chop ingredients, but my grandparents, they had a garden, a big garden, and they grew corn, peas, all type of greens, turnips, mustard, collards, and I hated. Oh my gosh, I would always have to silk the corn, and I would always have to help peel the greens, and I hated it when I was young. But as I got older, I appreciated the fact that I had that experience. So it's pretty much one of those situations where you learn to appreciate it, basically. And it's so funny because during the summertime, my cousins, we would all kind of stay, well, they would more so spend the night with me because I wasn't allowed to spend the night over a lot of people's houses growing up. And it's like when they would come over, they would visit, but it was always like when they would come visit, we'll try to, we'll be like trying to run game, like trying to get, um, their parents and my grandparents to let them spend the night. But when they saw, if they knew that my grandmother had corn or greens that needed to be silked or cut or what have you, they would not want to spend the night. And I just be like, man, that's messed up. Francis said, clean as you go. Yes, ma'am. You are my favorite YouTuber. I listen to all your dreams all the time. Oh, thank you, Aster. That was very nice of you to say. There's a lot of YouTubers on here too. But thank you for saying that. Make peach tea with the juice. Hmm. How would I make it though? Oh, wait a minute. So I could brew some tea. You know what? You are on to something. I didn't even, my juice is still in that pot. I'm going to try that. Oh my goodness. Something so simple. Why didn't I think of that? Because I love peach tea. Like, I'm so serious. I love peach tea. I've never made it, but if I go to the store, I'll buy me some peach tea every now and then. But I do love it. But that's a great idea. Wow. I'm going to try that. Thank you, Francis. Because I felt so bad discarding that juice because it's so good. Like, it has so much flavor. Look, you got me excited. And I have some Lipton tea in the cabinet. So I could easily brew. Oh, I'm going to try that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you, Frank. Francis came through. In heaven, we'll hang out properly. Yes, Connie, I can't wait. Peach tea with the juice is a really good idea. It is. I appreciate the time you take to talk with us. Love the backsplash in your kitchen. Love the colors. Thank you, CJ. And I love talking to y'all too. I really do. Looks like a peach cobbler in the magazines. Go, Ronnie. Thank you, Andrea. Just wait till it's done. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so delicious. I love cooking videos and hair videos. Awesome. Y'all, I actually, are y'all subscribed? I know some of y'all are subscribed to the second channel, but that's more, I do put other content out on that channel. I haven't focused a lot on cooking videos, but I do have some cooking videos over there. I have some hair videos over there. I just filmed, or I just filmed another video. I'm in the process of editing it. So it's kind of, it's just another extension of myself, on that second channel. So if you're not subscribed, go subscribe. I would like more live videos. It's a better connection with each other. Oh, I mean, I can feel that. I just wish there was more engagement. Like I could actually hear you guys talk. That's why I do the Zooms. I do the Zooms every Sunday because it gives me an opportunity to, be face to face with y'all. If you want to show your face, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. But I can hear you talk. And so we have a really good time. So that's another extension of me, So I do the Zooms every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If that's something that you would be willing to participate in, all you have to do is shoot me an email at kingdomjournals@yahoo.com. Let me know you would like to participate, and I'll add you to the email list. We are going to have a Zoom meeting this Sunday coming up, but we won't have one next week. Um, and I won't be going live next week because I know a lot of you guys are celebrating Christmas and you want to enjoy that time with your loved ones. And yeah, so yeah. So if you're interested, let me know. Yes, it's lovely to hang out, especially with all the lockdown in the UK. Oh, Connie, you're in the UK? I don't know if you may have told me that, and I'm trying to remember all of you guys, but I don't know if I knew you were in the UK. Oh, y'all, I'm upstairs and I can smell that cobbler. Ooh, it smells so delicious. Demetri said you need a cooking show. Girl, that would be awesome. I can relate to having no one to talk with and trying to walk out this Christian walk. I am so glad I found your channel. You inspired me. Oh, God bless you, Vanessa. I'm telling y'all, y'all have no idea how much, this blesses me because sometimes, I do things and I'm stepping out on faith. Like when I started this YouTube channel, you know, I told y'all it took me a whole year, to start the channel. And it was because I was just wanting to be sure that I was hearing God right, and we all find ourselves in those places where, our hearts is, wanting to make sure we're doing what's pleasing to God. We want to make sure we're being obedient. We want to make sure we're not doing our own thing and that, we're not being deceived. So, it's a lot of testing, the spirit and making sure that what you're hearing is not coming from you, it's not coming from Satan. You want to make sure what you're hearing is you're hearing it from God himself. And so sometimes it takes a little bit, of you really trying to feel that thing out because you don't want to just rush into something and not know for sure if this is truly what God is telling you. And so that's kind of how I move, but it's very scary. And I agree. I can't remember who said it on here, but we definitely are. And this is something I've been saying a lot here lately. We definitely are, in a season of if in our lives. Sometimes we all go through different seasons, but I can say as a corporate body, we are all experiencing a season of learning what it truly means to walk by faith and not by sight. um, and God is allowing us to be tested in these areas because we're having to train our spiritual ears to truly know and discern, when God is speaking to us, when God is leading us into a certain situation. Because the thing is, God is very out of the box, you know, and we have to be careful that we're not limiting God and we're putting him in a box because God can do whatever he wants. I mean, he's God. And, if he can talk to a donkey, if he can put words in a donkey to bring correction to a human, that lets you know that God is not in a box. And so it's like we're all in a place where we're having to learn how to truly hear God, even when it seems, like what God may be saying to us is very contrary to what we're seeing in the natural. And that's the thing. That's how God truly operates, because it's all about training us to be able to you know, just being able to know how to trust him in the midst of when things don't look the part, or when things don't is not being perceived to be what it is that we're hearing. It's like when you look at the conditions of the world now, and it's kind of like, everything just seems pretty unstable. But at the same time, it's like God is still speaking to people. God is still, telling people this is what I'm going to do. God is still bringing back to people's remembrance of, different promises that he has made. And so I just feel like, in spite of what we may see, we have to hold on and trust what God is saying to us individually, what he's speaking to you individually, because a lot of times the way God moves is always going to look contrary to what the world is displaying. And that's why we can't be moved by what we're seeing in the world, because the enemy loves to put up smoke and mirrors. He loves to put up, you know, different roadblocks, if you will, to kind of deter us from, continuing to walk a certain path. Because the thing with Satan, he's going to create every illusion, every type of deception he can to knock you off course, because he doesn't want you to be confident in who you are. He doesn't want you to be confident in where you're going. He doesn't want you to be confident in what God has revealed to you, the promises that he has made, to you. He doesn't want you to, be confident in that, because ultimately he doesn't want you to become who God has called you to be. And he knows that you are being trained and you are being equipped to dismantle his kingdom. So of course he's going to always come in a way where, he's going to try to deceive you. He's going to try to manipulate you. He's going to try to um, cause you to go after something that may look the part. It may look like what God has promised you, but it's not anything near it, because it's a deception. He doesn't want you to go after the very thing that God has for you. He doesn't want you to receive the very thing God has for you, because he knows you're a threat to his kingdom. And I just believe with my whole heart that, all of us as a corporate body, we are all um, in this season together. We're all being trained. And the thing is, and what's so beautiful with how God works is all of us on this live, we are all being trained to know how to walk by faith, not by sight. But the manner, the method that God is using to train you and train me and train the other people on here is different. The circumstances, the trials that we're going through, they're all different, but the common denominator is God is training us up, to walk by faith, not by sight. He's training us up to, know how to hear him, and he's training us up to have discernment. So in a lot of ways we can definitely help each other on this walk because we're all learning the same things. And some of us may have to learn things that other people have already learned. Of course we're all on different levels of our walk, but ultimately God is still training us up the same, because we all have to be equipped to understand the same things. We all have to understand spiritual warfare. We all have to understand the importance of discernment. We all have to, understand just everything that comes with this walk with the Lord. So that was my long rant for that, but I definitely agree with you, Vanessa. Um, Thanks for the good conversation. I need to go make my own dinner. You made me hungry. God bless you, CJ. Hey, Sierra. God bless you. Ah, yes, not an illusion. Yeah, girl. It be like that sometimes. I want to go see the Smoky Mountains one day. If I make it, I will have to try and find you. Oh, that would be cool. I went to we've been to, oh my gosh. Why can't I think of it? Um, I just went blank. Gatlinburg. Oh my gosh. We've been up there twice. The first time it was just me and my husband. We had went for our anniversary. I think it was our, I want to say it was either our 10th or our 11th year anniversary. We went to the Smoky Mountains. We rented a beautiful cabin suite. I forget what they're called. I can't remember what they're called, but it's like a romantic chalet or chalet. I think it's pronounced that chalet. Um, but it was so beautiful. We stayed the weekend. I wish we could have stayed longer. And then the second time we went with the kids, we rented it was, I can't remember what those are called. I think those are called chalets. They look like houses. They're very big, very long porch. It looked like something out of a movie. They're very beautiful. We stayed about, I think we stayed 5 days, and that was really nice. We had a really good time. It's so much to see, also. I don't really know. I don't know a whole lot about Zoom. It's the number of people that can participate unlimited, or no, I mean, I paid for a package for Zoom to where there's an unlimited amount of people that can attend. So yeah, you don't have to worry about how many people are there. You're good. You just show up. If you want to speak, you can. We just have a really good time. We share just a lot of information with each other. The Holy Spirit truly just kind of directs the flow of how each Zoom meeting is, and it never fails. We always have a really good time on those Zooms. But yeah, there's no limit to how many people can attend. Okay, you do live in the UK. Wow, Connie. Hey, D. God bless you, Lou. Good to see you. That's where I want to go. My brother and his family go every year. He wants to move there one day for at least half the year. I hadn't been since the fires happened out there a few years ago. Um but it's very nice. I mean, like I said, it's a lot to see. And it's very close to Pigeon Fort. They too have kind of like similar things that Gatlinburg has, as far as like the different attraction sites and just the fun activities that you can do with your children if you have younger kids or grandkids. But I've noticed Pigeon Fort is a little bit more expensive than Gatlinburg, so we always stay on the Gatlinburg side when we go up there. But it's very nice, and there's so many shopping areas you can go to. Like if you love um, like those mom and pop shops, and they just have all kind of stuff out there. Andrew, you silly. You can't do Zoom because I talk a lot and laugh a lot. You funny. But I mean, it's a really cool, it's a cool vibe. Like I said, I haven't been um since those wildfires happened. And when we went the last time, they were trying to sell us a timeshare. We considered it briefly, but I'm kind of glad we didn't, because it was like the wildfire happened like a year later. So it was pretty weird how close the timing was, when that happened after we had went up there. But I mean, um, like I said, I mean, it's a cool vibe, and it's definitely something different. I mean, it's a lot to see. Definitely a lot to see. Oh gosh, I have to go downstairs. I was so comfortable, y'all. I'm like just reclining. It's, yeah, that's it. It's called a chalet. It's a Swiss French word. I thought that's what it was. So the second time we went, I know we stayed in a chalet. The first time it was called something else, but I know it was a romantic suite. But it was really pretty. I have to let my son in, y'all. He just got home from work. Oh me, I tell y'all, I be getting so comfortable in this chair. So, to those of you who do attend the Zooms, I don't know if y'all noticed, but I moved my office upstairs and I love it so much better upstairs. It's maybe a little loud for a minute. I gotta let my son in. Uh, well, God bless you, Connie. Yes, my son works. I have two sons. Let me check my feed. Oh, yeah, it's looking lovely. Let me see if I can let y'all see. Hold on. Can y'all see that? Wait a minute. Here we go. That's what it's looking like, y'all, so far. Yeah, but I have two sons. My oldest, that's working right now, he's 22. And my youngest is 17. He'll be graduating. I can't believe my son is about to graduate from high school. That's the baby. I tell you, these years be flying by so fast. Um, but yeah, God bless you, Connie, because nobody wants to look their age. um, thank you, Andrea. Yeah, Dee said, "Hey, now I'm hungry. Just got home from work." Thank y'all. Lou, you got two sons too? I tell you, it's a trip. I mean, a lot of times we'll just sit in a room and they'll just, be telling me stuff they used. It's funny when they're older because I guess they feel like now since I'm older, I can tell you how I really feel about some things. But it's so fun, just being able to talk to them and they tell me stuff that they remember when they was younger, and we just be having a good old time, just be laughing and cutting up with each other. It's like I look at these times because they're both at home, and I'm like, what am I going to do with myself when my kids are not in the house? Like, that to me just seems weird to even think about. Oh, how is the keto diet? I know that's a very popular diet, and I don't know a lot about it, but does that really work, and what can you eat? Like, how does the keto diet work? I know what you mean. All my kids are 21 and over. It makes me feel some kind of way, but it's a blessing as well. Yeah, I can definitely feel that. It's like, I was having a conversation with my husband not too long ago, and I was just saying, it's weird because it's like when you become a mom, that's like, that's a part of who you are. You know, once you become a mom, you're always a mom. But it's different because when you're used to being that nurturer and that protector, and you're taking care of your children, you're cooking for them, you're cleaning up after them, you're doing all these things, you know it's like as they get older, it's like, wow, they don't really need you as much. And then when they really get older, like I said, my oldest is 22, my youngest, he'll be graduating in May, and that's just right around the corner. It's like my babies are not my baby. Like, they're always going to be my babies, but it's like it kind of puts you in a frame of mind, like, it's kind of like you're having to discover who you are all over again, because that was a huge part of my life, where I was a mom, and that's what I knew. And so it's like now that they're getting older, it's like you're having to kind of rediscover who you are again, because you being a mom, that took so much of your life. And I don't say that in a negative way, but you spend, I mean, I spent 18 years of my life, raising these two boys, 18 plus. And so that becomes a part of your identity, that becomes a part of you. And once you're no longer that, and you're not playing the same part in the type of mother you are or were then versus when they get older, it's different. It's very different. um I have one daughter. She will be 7 years old on December 20th. Oh, well, happy pre-birthday to your daughter. Get three wiener dogs like I did. No, ma'am, I cannot do dogs. I have a cat. I don't know if y'all know that, but I have a cat. His name is Chance, and he's been with us since 2012. No, 2013. and we adopted him when he was 6 weeks old, and he's still with us. So I get along better with cats than I do dogs. I have a thing with dogs. When I was young, I think I was 7 or 8 years old. I was at the time I was living in DC. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I was adopted at a very young age by some adoptive parents that were not my relatives. And I lived in DC at the time. I lived in DC for 3 years. And while I was staying with these adoptive parents, I remember I was walking to the grocery store to get bread for my foster mother. And this on my way back from the store, this stray dog that was really huge um started chasing me. And as a kid, I didn't know, don't run from a dog, but I'm like, if I stand there, the dog is going to bite me anyway. So I felt like I had a better chance than just trying to run and get away. But that dog jumped up and bit me on my behind. And you talking about pain. I was in so much pain, and I ran home crying. I had to go to the doctor. I had to get a booster shot because they didn't know if it had rabies or whatever. And ever since then, that just distorted my whole view on dogs. I have not really just cared for dogs because of that. So I'm more prone to just having a cat. They're more chill, they're more laid back. They don't make a lot of noise. I mean, I ain't gotta walk them. They can do what they need to do inside. And I'm telling you, my cat is very trained. Like he really is. But yeah, that's my spiel on how I feel about dogs. And everybody here, like my husband, he loves dogs. My oldest son, he loves dogs. My youngest son, he really just haven't like gravitated either way. He's cool with our cat, but actually everybody just love animals. I will say that. But I'm more prone to cats. Um you'll hopefully have another little one once the older ones leave. Oh, Tisha, I mean, we'll see. Only God knows. We'll see how that works out. Yes, you can eat a lot, but no sugar, no carbs. Oh, gosh. I don't know about that. I mean, I'm not one to crave a lot of sweets. I will say that. I don't eat a lot of sweets. Um, but the carbs, that seemed like that would be hard. You lose weight fast. I've heard it does definitely it helps, and that would be the main reason if I did try keto would be for that purpose alone, is because I would love to lose some more weight. My coworker lost 65 pounds in 2 months. Wow, that's amazing. Just eat a diabetic diet and you'll be fine. Nurses taught me that years ago. That makes sense, D. Definitely makes sense. Also, the way you interact with them when they get older totally changes. It's like starting a new relationship with them. I can agree with that. I definitely can agree with that. Um, I was adopted as well. My one weenie dog is only 7 pounds. Oh wow. Oh, it's okay, Connie. I know, but what was I gonna say, y'all? I forgot I was gonna say, and I was just fit to say it. But y'all, everything that I have gone through, I'm telling you, it's Satan is the great deceiver. He is. That's so true, Vanessa. But everything I've gone through in my life, of course, when you're going through it, it's the hardest thing ever. And you just, especially when you're young, because when you're younger, you don't really have a lot of principles to kind of back up what you're feeling, what you're thinking. It's like it's just kind of like it's like a rush of just all types of emotions, and you couple that with not really having a stable foundation, as far as people you can trust around you. Um, it's just a very hard place to be when you are experiencing so much chaos and just grown up type situations at such a very young age. It's very hard to process. But it's like, of course, and I guess I shouldn't say of course, because some people still struggle with this even as they get older. But I would just say for me, as I got older, it just became more easier for me to appreciate it versus me holding on to it and having anger and resentment and bitterness towards the people um that played a part, that contributed to a lot of the stuff that I had to really heal from as I really got older and just really understood certain things, while being on this walk with the Lord. Because again, that's one of the beauties of being in this relationship with God, is he will definitely reveal things that are in your heart that you may not fully understand, is that was there. You may not have understood that some of the reasons why you act out the way you do, or the reason why you are the way you are, is because there is still some lingering wounds that has caused you to be a certain way. And only God can expose those deep places where hurt has truly been the culprit in why people are the way they are. And it takes a person to really come to a place of humility where they can recognize that something is not right with me, or the way I treat people is not right. When you really come to that place within yourself where you truly want to know what is truth, when it comes to you, like you really want to see the good, bad, and the ugly about yourself, that is when God can truly, truly just do a complete healing in you. Um, and I don't know why I'm starting to feel teary eyed, but it's so true, because I think that's where a lot of people go wrong. Um, they feel like God has forgotten them, but it's not the case. It's because a lot of times people run from the process. The process is definitely not easy. It's hard because if you've locked away, certain emotions, certain experiences that you've gone through that were so hard and devastating and even traumatic in a lot of cases, you tend to want to tuck it away, and you don't want to ever remember it. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want any type of um, any evidence that it existed. But the thing is, that does more harm than good, because in order for you to truly get healing, you have to go back to those places. And the way God helps you is he, well, let me put it like this: the way God does it, he does it in a way where he's very gentle, because he sympathizes and he understands that this is a hard place for you, and he know why you don't want to revisit it, but he'll do it in a way where, like I said, he's very gentle in the process. It's just we have to be willing to go through it, because a lot of people that are just angry and just bitter and just have attitude problems, I mean, a lot of it just stems from just past hurts, and that they've never really dealt with, you know? And I feel like that's a huge reason too why a lot of people are not walking in their purpose, why a lot of people are not walking into their callings and why they haven't seen the full potential of themselves is because those are hindrances that can play a part in, it becoming a, you know, it will stunt your growth. It will stunt your maturity and the level of maturity that you can actually attain. And that's why it's just so important to make sure that, we're doing everything we can to just be real and be honest with God, because at the end of the day, He knows it all, and He has the ability to really fix those areas and to change us in a positive way. He has the authority and the power to remove, just a lot of these things that just has us so um just you know we can have a lot of junk, you know mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that needs to be sorted through, and only God can do that. And so my thing is, we can't be afraid of the process, and we definitely can't run from the process, because the more you run from it, the longer you're going to be in the same position year after year after year. And who wants to continue to experience the same thing, be at the same spot, physically, mentally, emotionally? Like, you want to see constant growth. There should be a level of evolvement that we see in our lives. And so I don't even know why how I got there, but hopefully that was a blessing to y'all. Um, but you guys, it is 4:43. Let me check my pie. We're about to, because I need to still order a pizza, and I haven't done that. Oh, it smells good in here. Okay, we got 12 more minutes. I'm gonna show y'all what it's looking like, because I'm not gonna be able to stay on longer. Let's see. And of course, it has 12 more minutes, an additional 15 minutes. So it's gonna be more browner, but hopefully y'all can see that. So yeah, it smells so good in here too. So I'm about to get off here. I just wanted y'all to see the finished product, because y'all was with me from the beginning of making it. Um, so it has a total of about a little less than 30 minutes to cook. And I'm gonna order some pizza. We're gonna watch a movie. We're gonna open our gifts first. Um, Watch a movie, just kind of hang out, enjoy each other's company. So thank you guys for spending time with me. This was pretty cool. If you guys like this, let me know. I can incorporate more time like this. Um, Thanks, Andrea. I think the Bethlehem Star, I think that's cool. That's supposed to happen on the 21st, right? I don't have binoculars. I wish I could see it. I feel like you're going to need binoculars to see it, though. Um, but yeah, thank you all again. This has been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for spending time with me. Yes, I will see you on Zoom Sunday, Lord willing. So you guys, y'all have a blessed evening, and have a blessed weekend. I hope you guys rest up. Oh, love you guys. Okay, Tracy, see you. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Esther. Thank all of you. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. God bless y'all. Bye.